Some years ago, I left school and went to a particular organization to work in Jamaica, where I met the distinguished Professor Errol Miller, a stalwart of a gentleman, a thinker, a visionary. But he wrote a book on male marginalization, and many persons took that book seriously. And after careful reflection, I'm looking at the system now to say, okay, then that book is a downright fallacy. Wow. A professor, you are saying that about his book? Absolutely fallacy. Now, when one look at the structure of society in Jamaica, who are the persons who substantially own the resources? The males. Who are the dominant party or the dominant individuals or the dominant group that are able to drive things in the society in Jamaica? The males. So how are they marginalized? It's a myth to ever think or fathom or even to try to understand why somebody would actually go as far to say that males are marginalized. Really? What I can agree with is that the underprivileged males are marginalized, but that's not males. That's a sector of the society, a sector of the male population. Now, when one look at the marginalization of lower class males, the poor males in Jamaica, one can sort of understand why. The poor males in Jamaica, if they want to actually survive, will have to substantially go and actually steal or hustle or use education. But if they have to use education, how can they make it when they are going to leave their families? So the structure is such that the male at the lower class level or in the lower class categorization will always be marginalized. Because if you ever think to actually get an education, it's not only as simple as going to school. He has to eat. Where's the money going to come from? When student loan actually offers the person not room and board and subsistence, but only a meager thing to get their resources back. Why should a male attend the university in Jamaica? When he attends university, he suffers to do so, and on exit, he struggles just to make it. For the average male in Jamaica, you might make it if you have family wealth, family bequest. Not many persons have that. So therefore, it is not a male marginalizing phenomenon, as was ascribed by Professor Errol Miller. What is it? Is a marginalization of inner city males. A noose is tied around the necks of inner city males that only a few of them will ever recover. They are indeed marginalized, but not males. Males are the owners and holders of substantial resources in Jamaica. They are the privileged class. But when that is dissected to look at males in inner city areas, they are the marginalized group. And males, I'm speaking to you. The solution is not to take up a gun. Because the fact that you are marginalized, they will use a system to destroy you. Look at what happened in 1831 when there was the Morant Bay Rebellion. What did they do? They formed what? A force. A force to what? Eliminate, destroy, and to get rid of the what? The persons who were doing the what? The unrest. Males. The system is so structured that to take up a gun is not the approach to take. Let's rethink our position. Let's understand who you are as a person. Let's visualize what is it in the system. Let's understand the system in order to play the system males. I too am a product of the inner city. I was born downtown Kingston, grew in Waltham Park, left Waltham Park, went to Augustown, left Augustown, went to Tivoli Gardens, left Tivoli Gardens, and went to Southside, left Southside, I went to Arnett Gardens. I am a product of the inner city, marginalized male. What I did, I stuck to the task. I tried to understand my role in the system and ensure I get the required level of education. And during that period, ladies and gentlemen, I suffered. I had instances when I attended the University of the West Indies, I never had nothing to eat. I had student loan and nothing to eat. There were days that I went and looked at the plum tree at University of the West Indies just to try to get something to survive. At one point, I had to go to the clinic because I was anemic. I just did not have the money. But I knew as a person and as an individual who attended a particular high school that gave me the drive and impetus to actually make it, that I could not stay where I was. I had to make the sacrifice. How else was I going to make it as an individual who was from the inner city if I do not take the bull by the horn and struggle? And I did just that. I am your example of a marginalized male who understood what it meant to take sacrifice, while able to galvanize friends who were bright, energetic individuals with vision, and we put resources together. We supported each other because we knew that was our only solution. Those are my views. What are yours? Like, share, and subscribe. Let's have a dialogue on the matter. Say something to me. Am I right? Does it make sense?